Alright, it's time to warn every moviegoer who goes to the movies this weekend. If you see a lot of thousands of screaming fangirls going crazy, it's because the new Hunger Games movies come out. Yeah, prepare to get loud noises and be like, oh my god, Peter! The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. So the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 is Part 1 to the series finale of the Hunger Games franchise. So, how is the first part? It is really, really cool. Okay, before I get into any of the points that I'm going to make about this film, let me just say, I feel this final conclusion, Hunger Games Mockingjay, should not have been split into two parts. Obviously, they split these movies into two parts so they can make money. That's understandable. It's a business. Hollywood's a business. They want to make a lot of money. I understand that. But when you watch this film, you could have easily incorporated part 2 into this film, I felt. Because when the film ends, I feel like I can't even grade this film because I haven't seen all of it yet. Because when the film ends, it's like, nothing's really complete. Once the film cuts to the credits, you're like, I kind of wanted more. This film was leading up into something big and then it just cuts and ends. And you gotta wait for the next episode to come out. It's like a TV show pretty much. So those are my thoughts on Mockingjay being split into two parts. I think it should not have been split into two parts. So let's talk about the good stuff about this movie. This movie kicks ass. It is dark, it's gritty. This film has a different tone compared to the other two Hunger Games. This first part of Mockingjay shows huge potential. I mean, the film has great acting. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss Everdeen. As always, she kicks ass. She really does a good job of playing the character. And you really see in this film that she really steps up to the plate. Katniss is the face of the rebellion. So obviously District 13 needs her to go against the Capitol, against President Snow. And what I really like about this film is that Peter was the Capitol's weapon, while District 13, Katniss was their weapon. So it was like almost going head to head against each other. And that's one of the things that I really like about this film. It has smart political subtext. Because it's true. When people want to make something big, you know, they want to say, oh, I'm going to say this and you guys are going to vote for me. They make this big propaganda thing. It's like, it's bullshit. You ain't gonna do that, and it's so cheesy and just like, whatever. It's true, and this film does this political subtext great. And what I really like about this film, it felt more sci-fi than the other two previous films. Because the other two previous films, they were sci-fi, but this one feels like, oh, you know, there's spaceships, there's guns, and it just has a different tone compared to the other two films. It's really cool. I mean, the whole tactical gear that they all have and all the weapons they use, this really feels so different that it stands out because it's just so different compared to the other two films. When you're watching the movie, it sets itself up pretty good. I mean, setting up for a great finale, a great conclusion, an epic battle, and then it cuts. So overall, this is a great start for the Mockingjay film overall. Part 1 sets itself great. It has a great tone. It feels so different compared to the other Hunger Games films. The acting all around is great. This film has smart political subtext. The action scenes that were shown in this movie, they were epic. They were well shot. There was a couple of shaky cam moments, but not in the action scenes. More in like in the running scenes, which that annoyed me. But the action scenes itself, they were well shot, and you're like, whoa, those are some of the best action scenes that I've seen in the entire movie franchise of the Hunger Games. So for the first half of Mockingjay Part 1, I'm going to give this film an A-. I can't wait for Part 2. The tone itself is really awesome. I can't wait to see what unfolds onto the next film. And what happens at the end of the film of Part 1, you're like, whoa, shit's about to go down. So guys, that is my review for Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. What are you guys' thoughts? Do you think Mockingjay should have been split into two films? Or do you think it would have been best if they would have combined the two together and made an epic, long, badass Hunger Games finale? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. And as always, have a nice day.